Hello, my name is Jason Sims, and today I'm going to give you a tutorial on how to get your motion data from your perception neuron motion capture suit to your iClone character. And we're going to use 4 programs to do that. It's going to be Axis Neuron, which is the perception neuron software, MotionBuilder, 3D Exchange, and iClone 6. Okay, so first thing we need, I'm assuming we're going to base it on, we're assuming that you already have perception neuron, you've already recorded some data, so now we want to get that data to the character. So let's start with some raw motion data. So I'm going to use this one I call Holly Hits. I'm loading it in. You hit loading here. Now the character is loaded in, and let's see what it's doing. Okay. Little character, she's firing a gun, but she's getting hit at the same time. Bam, bam, bam. Ah, she's down. Okay, let's say I like that. So now let's just save it away. Export. Let's see. I'm going to save it away onto my desktop. I have a little temporary folder called tutorial. Select that folder, give it a name. I'll just call it the same thing, Holly Hit. And export. Just finished counting it down. That's saved. So technically, I don't need Axis Neuron anymore. Close. Okay, so step 2, we're going to open up MotionBuilder, which I have opened already. I'm going to add my path to that tutorials folder so I can access that BVH file. Okay, so now that tutorial file folder is showing up here, and here is the Holly Hit data. I'm just going to drag it in, import the BVH. It's in there, we can't see it. I'll hit F key. There is the character. Now what we want to do is, we don't want to work on the base animation layer, we want to override it. So we're going to work on the animation layer just above it. So first thing we're going to do is select the BVH reference for the character, right click, go to select branches. Now we just selected all the bones for this character. Now what I like to do, I sometimes go 30 or 60 frames in. I'll go 30 frames in. So frame 30. So now we're at frame 30, and I'm going to set a keyframe, and that's just the keyframe for all the bones for the character. Then I'm going to change frame 0 to frame 1 because 3D Exchange starts at frame 1, so we need to be at the first frame that corresponds to 3D Exchange. Now I'm going to bring slide, go along the timeline and bring it to frame 1, and set the T-pose. So now we just go back to where we're BVH reference, go to 0, and we want to zero out the rotation. We zero out the rotation, we're in the animation layer, we set a keyframe. So now as we scrub through, it's going from the keyframe to frame 30, and we just pick up where the animation. And that is all we actually need to do in MotionBuilder. Now I want to save, with everything still selected, do save selection. I'm just going to save it back into my tutorial folder. And I'll just give it another name. I think call it Holly Hit. And now we're actually saving away as an FBX file. And save. And now that's saved away, and we are done with MotionBuilder. So I'll just close that out. Don't save. The next step, we are now in 3D Exchange. So now we're just going to go to File, Open, 3D Exchange, my desktop, tutorial. This is my FBX file I just saved. Open it up, importing, and we want to import it with animation selected. So import animation. Okay, now the character is imported into 3D Exchange, and I want to do a little preview, make sure it's running right. So I just go here to animation, click on animation, this activates down here, and now I can play it. There we go, so that's fine. Okay, I'm going to deactivate that. Now what we want to do next is we need to characterize the character so the names of the bones coincide with the names of the bone system within iClone. So we shall convert right here under character, convert to non-standard. Now this is a little bit of a, probably the most labor intensive part of this process, but after you do it the first time, you can actually save away a profile, so the next time you do this, it'll be just a one-click function. Okay, so what I typically do is I'll select, I usually start with the hip. So select the hip, double click on the hip over here for the BVH hip, double click, it's connected. Left up leg, select it, double click. Oh, my bad, I did the right up leg. Where's my left up leg? There we go, left up leg. This is the left leg, left foot, right leg, actually the right up leg. What happened was I accidentally had the see, left up leg, right up leg, right leg, and the right foot. The spine. The base spine. Then we're going to connect spine 1, 2, and 3. So just click here for the spine page. Spine 1, spine 2, spine 3, and then we can actually grab the right shoulder, the left shoulder, okay, that's all we need in here. Let's do the left arm. Left arm selected. Left forearm. The left hand. Now we have the left hand thumb, thumb 1, thumb 2, thumb 3, thumb 3 end, left hand index, but it's actually index 1, index 2, index 3. Don't worry about the left hand index that's not 1, 2, and 3. For the rest of the fingers, it's just 1, 2, 3, and end. Just the thumb, you're going to have left hand thumb 1, 2, and 3, and end. Okay, and then we have the left hand index end. Then the middle finger. We have left hand middle 1, left hand middle 2, left hand middle 3, left hand middle end, left hand middle ring 1, left hand middle ring 2, left hand middle ring 3, left hand middle ring end. And just in case you make a mistake, this is how you can kind of get out of it. Let's say we do, I want the pinky 1, but I accidentally do pinky. I go, oh man, that's wrong. I want just pinky 1. You can actually just select it again. And now you can see that left hand pinky 1 is now connected to BVH pinky 1. Hope you saw it come up right there. That is telling you that these two are linked. Okay, pinky 2, pinky 3, and the end. So the left hand is complete. Then let's do the right arm. Right arm, right forearm, the right hand, thumb 1, thumb 2, thumb 3, end. Index 1. Index 2. Index 3. End. Right hand middle 1. Middle 2. Middle 3. End. Ring 1. Ring 2. Ring 3. End. Pinky 1. Pinky 2. Pinky 3. End. Okay, all we have left now is the neck. So there's one bone for the neck. Neck, 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 neck. Where is the neck? Neck. Right here. Oops. Neck. And the head. Okay, and we got the green light, so that means all the bones are now connected. We'll make it active. And if I wanted to preview it, see how it looks, do a little preview. Let's say a little basic run preview. So now I see all the bones are working fine. I can stop the preview. Put it back into the T-pose. Preview T-pose. Right up here we have an option to save. And what it's saving is a profile of your links. So let me just call it Holly hit characterization profile. Now the purpose of that is the next time you bring in a file, a motion data file from Perception Neuron, you don't have to go through the steps we just did. All you have to do is just do a load, and it'll automatically characterize the character for you. I'll show you that in a second. Now let's convert. Okay. So now that is complete. And actually, let me do this real quick. Since I already saved that profile, I can actually delete this. Do I want to save it? No. Let me import it again. I'm going to import. I'm going to open up that FBX file again. Let's say now let's say it's a whole nother motion data file. Let's make pretend. Okay, that one's brought in. Just convert to non-standard. That whole process we just went through, linking the bones, we don't have to do that now. Just do load, This is the one we just did. Holly hit characterization profile. Open. Bam. Done. Convert. Okay, now we're going to get the data from 3D Exchange onto the character in iClone. So we go back to 3D Exchange. We go to this area animation. You see apply to iClone is not activated, but we want to activate it. So you go into the motion library, select it. Now you see all this activated, and just go apply to iClone. Okay, apply to iClone. It's loading. And there it is, because we started with a T-pose. Now, what I do is just to make sure I have enough on my timeline, I'll change it from the default of 1800 frames. I might just go to 33,000 frames. Then I'll just max it out and hit play. Okay, and then you can always go in and tweak it through the edit motion layer function, but that would be in a different tutorial. Alright, so we have the character. Now we want to save this motion away, so it's now a library motion. Okay, so we need to go to the timeline. This is the character. Oh, just so you can better tell what the character is, let me change the name. Where's my modify? Like right now it's called root node. I'll change it to Canali Tau. That's the name of the character. Zoom out. So this is the entire motion data for that character. Now when I save it away, I don't want the T-pose. Let me say I just want to start it like, I'll start it here. So I can go down to the clip, motion clip, right click, and break it. And delete the first part. Delete. And to save it away, you go to the collect clip layer on the track. Collect clip track. Clip and select the area. Right click. Add motion plus to library. You don't need facial animation because we didn't do any facial animation. And hit OK. Now it's going to save it. Right now it's going to save it into one of my custom folders. I'm going to save it at the highest level of the Motion Plus custom. And I'll call it Canali Hit right now. Save it away. Okay, so that motion data is now saved away. So let's say I wanted to, let's say, start from scratch, new project. Let's say I want to bring one of my other characters in. So I'm going to bring my other character, Alina Ray, in. Drag this out a bit. Okay, so I'm here for the motion icon, custom. I'm in Motion Plus, first level. And that's the motion data we just saved away. While she's selected, just double click. It's loading it on. It's not that long, so let me just bring that back and hit play. So basically you have a library of animations. And that's it. If you liked the video, please go down and subscribe to this channel, and we should be making some other videos. Thank you very much.